While the big toys often grab all the attention, sometimes it's the little things that are the most powerful.
We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron.
That's why we decided to break down the top 10 mini devices and gadgets that deserve your attention. Number 10. This itsy bitsy digital camera could fit on a computer chip. First up is this teeny tiny camcorder, DVR, webcam, and camera. It is so small that you can hold on a single finger, and it is capable of taking 2 megapixel images. Its mini 200 mAh battery provides around 90 minutes of usage time and takes around 3 hours to recharge. The entire kit weighs in at tiny 10 grams and includes a micro SD card. Given its size, you won't be able to view images on the camera itself. After all, there is no mini screen. To view images and videos taken, users need to remove the SD card to view on the computer or another card reader. Number 9. The credit card-sized pistol means you won't need to leave home without it. The Life Card is a foldable gun that is no bigger than a credit card and fits easily in your pocket. When it was released, it was marketed as the last gun you'll leave behind. Each Life Card has a capacity for a single 22 LR round, with a 4-round capacity in its carry case. Each Life Card weighs in at a tiny 198 grams and measures in at 8.6 centimeters by 5.6 centimeters and 1.27 centimeters thick. Life Card is designed and manufactured by the North Carolina company Trailblazer, who is a firearms startup founded in 2014. Their flagship product was specifically designed to be as small and lightweight as possible, and was the product of over 7 years of development. Each and every Life Card comes equipped with a steel barrel, bolt, and trigger, and fits into a leather storage case when folded down. The Life Card comes with fail-safes that prevent accidental firing when closed, and is made from steel and aluminum. Number 8. The Game Boy Micro was the last of the Game Boys. The Game Boy Micro is Nintendo's answer to the call for the tiny computer chip-sized tech. It measures in at 5 centimeters wide and weighs in at a paltry 85 grams. Released in 2005, it was later discontinued by Nintendo in 2008, but you can still find it on sites like Amazon and eBay. Nintendo released the Micro as a compact redesign of its classic Game Boy Advance, and it will be the last in the line of Game Boys. Unlike all of its predecessor Game Boys, the Micro lacked any form of backward compatibility of games that had become a hallmark of the Game Boy series. Its functions were ostensibly similar to the Game Boy Advance SP, but featured a much greater level of miniaturization and sleek design. When it was first released, it sold over 170,000 units in Japan. It was originally sold for $99 in the US and was highly customizable with its removable faceplate features. Number 7. Inner space might be one step closer to reality with this tiny camera. If you've ever seen the late 80s film Inner Space, you will instantly recognize the significance of this technological development. Back in 2014, it was reported that a tiny camera, only 1.5mm in diameter, had been created that could have significant medical implications. The device uses ultrasound imaging techniques to create real-time images of the inside of a human body, like inside your arteries. It is, in fact, a donut-shaped silicone chip with a 460-micron hole in the center that houses sensing and transmittable circuitry. The chip creates sound waves using a thin film that flutters 0.00005 of a millimeter. Reflected waves are then captured using its array of 100 sensors, which are then processed and transmitted to an external monitor at 60 FPS. In the future, it could, in theory, replace 2 members of a traditional surgery team who, prior to the chip, would need to examine low-fidelity cross-section images to guide the surgeon. It could find many applications from integration with more traditional surgical tools, like scalpel blades, or other in vivo tools. Number 6. Smart sutures could be coming to a hospital near you. Stitches or sutures of the future could integrate an array of sensors to monitor the healing process of a wound. These smart sutures have been developed by researchers who successfully develop a coating for regular threads to allow them to conduct electricity. This further opens up the possibility of integrating small sensors directly into a healing wound. Samir Sankusali, an electrical engineer at Tufts University, and his team managed to coat regular cotton with electricity-conducting materials. This means that the special stitches can now be used to collect information and report what's going on beneath the bandage and within the wound. They can be used to gather information on things like the stretching of the site, indicating swelling, changes in pH, indicating potential infection, as well as temperature information. This device can then be used to send data wirelessly to a nearby smart device or computer to act as a means of real-time monitoring of the wound and the healing process. Such sutures could also be used for the uniform and direct administration of drugs using the thread's wick effect. Number 5. Integrating glass and silicone could be the future of chips. Scientists at the Center of Excellence for Ultra-High Bandwidth Devices for Optical Systems, CUDOS, are currently developing a new hybrid chip that promises to be more advanced and faster than conventional integrated circuits. Normal everyday chips are effectively a set of electronic circuits set on a flat piece of semiconductor material, usually silicone. This has worked well for many decades, but does have some limitations for data processing. The Kudo physicists might have found a solution to these limitations with optical circuits that are made of chalcogenic glass. This special glass is used today in ultra-fast telecom networks, transferring information at the speed of light. The team, in collaboration with physicists from the University of Sydney's Australian Institute for Nanoscope Science and Technology, ANST, the Australian National University, ANU, and RMIT University have managed to integrate optical circuits with more traditional silicone-based chips. According to researchers, the breakthrough here is at the realization that we can integrate glass onto silicone, and we can interface from silicone to the glass very effectively. Number 4. Tiny thermal microscopes could be game changer for cancer treatment in the future. Japanese researchers have recently managed to develop a micrometer-wide thermometer. This device could have many important applications to explore heat transportation on the micro and even nanoscales. These scientists from the Tokyo Institute of Technology developed their tiny thermometer to be sensitive to heat generation from optical and electrical beams. This means it can easily be integrated into optical microscopes and synchrotron radiation experiments very soon. Experts in the field are very excited by this development and state there is an urgent need for devices like this and can measure thermal properties on the nanoscale and in real time. It can have important uses in photothermal cancer treatment, provides means for advanced research into crystals, and provides a means for optical light harvesting, to name but a few. The team was able to use nano-thin membrane and a focused beam of light on electrons to create a heat source with a diameter less than 1 micron. When combined with a microthermocouple detector, a tiny thermal microscope system was effectively built. This system can be regarded as a new toolbox for investigating heat transport behavior on the micro and nano scales, with many important applications in a wide range of fields. Number 3. Palm. While smartphones have gotten larger and larger over the years, one American group decided they'll go in the other direction. Palm has been making phones for years, but as the smartphone boom happened, they found themselves slowly becoming obsolete. But now they've returned with their own smartphone. It looks just as sleek and modern as many of the other phones, but theirs is much smaller. In fact, the phone is only the size of a credit card. Number 2. Watch. If you don't want to give up functionality for the sake of style, then the ring watch might be your best bet. British specialists at Ring Clock have designed a ring that's also a watch. The $350 watch is in the form of an unusual ring. 3 bands around the ring count the hours, minutes, and even seconds. Small lights inside of the carved numbers indicate the time. Some critics have found it annoying to turn the ring sometimes to tell the time. That being said, many have applauded the invention and are surprised it's taken so long to come out. Number 1. AirBank. On-the-go chargers have become more and more popular as people have tried to keep up with their phone's dying battery life. However, these chargers are often big and bulky and take up a lot of space. That's why the company AirBank decided to approach chargers a different way. The AirBank is only as big as an Apple AirPods case. However, the battery level competes with the best of other major battery manufacturers. 12 suction cups attached to the back of your phone, and the device immediately begins charging. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. This has been our breakdown of the top 10 cool mini devices and gadgets that deserve your attention.